Millie Bobby Brown and Louis Partridge sat down for a lie detector test. One question in, and the whole room changed. It was not a scripted moment. It was not something either of them planned to answer. It was not a question either co-star expected to face live, wired to a polygraph, in front of a camera crew. Because the question was simple. Are you happy in your marriage? And what happened next is the reason this clip has been quietly spreading across fan pages for weeks. Millie Bobby Brown and Louis Partridge have known each other since they were kids. Two of the biggest young stars in Hollywood, paired together first in Enola Holmes, then again in the sequel, then again in a franchise that turned two on-screen partners into genuine friends. Millie built her name on Stranger Things. Louis built his on period dramas and now sits as one of the most in-demand young actors in the UK. Off-screen. Their chemistry off-camera looks just as easy as it does on it. Which is exactly why this test hit different. Because a polygraph does not care about friendship. It does not care about publicity. It only cares about the truth. And within the first few minutes, the machine was already calling them out. Louis went first. The calibration questions came fast. Name, hometown, nerves. All confirmed. Then Millie asked something that seemed harmless. Did childhood fame treat you better than it treated her? Yes, Louis said. The machine agreed. But the next answer did not hold up so well. Millie asked if he turned out okay despite growing up in the industry. Louis said yes. The polygraph flagged it instantly. Slight deception. Small stuff. Funny stuff. Until the questions got sharper. Louis once claimed he wanted to be a model before he became an actor. Millie brought it up on camera, joking about a runway rejection. Louis shut it down immediately. He said that never happened. The machine disagreed. Deception noted, which raised an obvious question. If a joke about modeling gets flagged, what happens when the questions get personal? They did. Millie asked about a phrase Louis used in a past interview. He once said there is Millie, and then there is Millie. Almost like he was describing two different people. Millie asked him directly, was he calling her two-faced? No, Louis said. He tried to explain it away, calling her goofy, then really goofy. Harmless enough, but then Millie pushed further. Are you scared of me? No, Louis answered. Deception. Straight deception, according to the machine. Not slight. Straight. Louis tried to laugh it off. But the room clearly noticed. Then came the section that fans have been replaying non-stop. The topic of astrology. Of playlists sent to impress girls. Of pretentious film recommendations Louis admitted to giving without ever watching the film himself. Small confessions. Funny ones. But they were adding up to something bigger. A pattern of a machine that seemed to know exactly when someone was hiding just a little more than they wanted to admit. And then, it was Millie's turn. If Louis thought he had it rough, what came next proved the machine does not play favorites. Millie confirmed her real name, her nerves, her honesty going in. Then Louis asked about her recent Enola Holmes sequel. Was it the best film in the franchise? Yes, Millie said. Signs of deception. The machine responded immediately. Louis moved on to something fans had been dying to ask about for months. Millie once said a man holding an umbrella gives her the ick. Louis asked if it is acceptable for a man to just get soaked instead. Yes, Millie said. That would be much hotter. No deception this time. Confirmed. But then Louis brought up something even more personal. Millie once said her own husband gave her the ick over something as small as a nosebleed. Louis asked if that was true. Yes, Millie said. It is true. The machine agreed. No lie there. Which somehow made the moment funnier and more real at the same time. Then Louis asked something that seemed casual on the surface. Has Millie ever done anything to give him the ick? Yes, she said. He asked her to name it. She brought up a moment from filming, a scene where he walked into the ocean during a break. Louis immediately denied enjoying it. Deceptive. The machine flagged. Small moment. But it revealed something bigger about how closely these two track each other, on set and off it. Then came the section that really lit up comment sections. Louis asked Millie directly if she would ever let another actor, someone like Timothée Chalamet, take over the role of her on-screen love interest in a future installment. No, Millie said, without hesitation. The machine backed her up immediately. No deception. Genuine loyalty, confirmed by a polygraph in real time. But then Louis asked something even bigger. Considering Millie became a mother, wife, and entrepreneur before turning 22, does she still relate to a very specific song about being 22? The one about feeling happy, free, confused, and lonely all at once. Yes, she said to the first part. No, she said to the second, insisting she does not feel lonely. Deception. The machine responded instantly. Which brings us back to the moment that started this entire conversation. Louis asked Millie if she is happy in her marriage. Millie said his name, almost as a warning. Do not answer, she said. The director stepped in immediately, confirming that was never even the intended question in the first place. Louis backed off just as fast, insisting he never meant to go there. But it happened. On camera. In front of a machine built to detect exactly the kind of hesitation that followed. Millie did eventually answer, stating clearly that she is extremely happy in her marriage. And the machine did not flag it. But the moment right before that answer, the pause, the interruption, the visible discomfort from both of them, is the part fans cannot stop talking about. Because in an interview built entirely around exposing small lies about ick lists and pretentious movie recommendations, the one question that actually made both stars flinch was not about fame, or franchises, or industry pressure. It was about marriage. And for a few seconds, neither of them seemed fully ready for it. By the end of the test, both stars admitted, under oath to a machine, that they had lied at some point during the session, and that some of those lies were never even caught. Which leaves fans with one lingering question that no polygraph can answer. If two people who trust each other this much still hesitate on a question that simple, what does that say about how fame changes even our most personal relationships? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you want more breakdowns like this one, hit subscribe to Celebzova. Because this is only the beginning of what these lie detector tests are hiding.